Students will see the next part of cognitive science, and under this we'll see the theory of cognitive development. The theory of cognitive development was established by Jean Piaget. It's name of a particular scientist, Jean Piaget, and describes the development of cognition with age, how the brain develops or how the minds develop as per the age. Its main intention to research about the how mind develops, or how the cognition with the age, as per the age how the mind develops or how the mind growth. With many aspects of the original theory of cognitive development have since been refuted, the objective characteristics associated with cognitive development remain valid. Such factors includes the progression from the early perceptions and realization of object permanence during infancy, to the development of logic and cause and effect relationship during childhood. It's nothing but it's mainly a study about the human minds from the childhood, infancy to the adolescence and the till the adult, how it grows. Okay, how they give the relationship cause and effect relationship during childhood, and finally the reaction of abstract through during adolescence. Okay, recent theories in cognitive development have extended Piaget's original theory by using current scientific approaches in neuroscience and psychology. Piaget's theory of cognitive development involves the following distinct components. It includes the following different the components. Okay, its theory includes the following distinct components. We'll see schemas. Schemas is nothing but blocks of knowledge gained through experiences and interacting with the local environment. It's nothing but the particular child gains the knowledge from the experiences and interacting with the local environment. Then the assimilation, applying new information into existing schemas. They are going to apply their existing knowledge into their experience. Okay, adaptation, the ability to build on previous experiences and knowledge. Then equilibration, when most new experiences fit within an existing schema. Cognitive progression occurs when information does not fit within an existing schema and poses a challenge. There are mainly under this topic, the theory of cognitive science, four distinct stages of cognitive development. Okay, there are four different stages are there: sensoromotor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and the formal operational stage. Four stages of development of our mind. We'll see one by one stage. Okay, this is the main thing under the cognitive science, how our brains will be developed. Stages of cognitive development. The field of cognitive development was established by Jean Piaget with a is history of cognitive development involving the following four distinct stages. First one is the sensory motor stage. Sensory motor stage. Under this, sensory motor stage is the first stage of cognitive development, and it lasts from birth to 2 years of age. It is the stage between the how mind grows from the birth to 2 years of age. Okay, child to tell the 2 year. This stage is characterized by reflect reflexive actions which lack logical thought process and involves interacting with the environment based on a specific goal. How they interact with the environment, how they interact with the people till the 2 years. Okay, there are six distinct substages of sensoromotor stage, motor stage, reflecting the rapid brain development and occurs during the first 2 years of life. Under the sensory sensoromotor stage, there are again six stages are there. The end of the sensoromotor stage ends when the children begin to mentally consider reality, and the pre-operational stage begins. The six substages are as follows. The substages under the sensoromotor stage. First one, birth to 1 month old. Birth to 1 month old, first stage. This stage is characterized by innate reflexes which are used to interact with the environment. These reflexes include sucking, gripping, and touching. Only the three things. The 1 year of birth to 1 month old baby, what that baby can do? Only the sucking, gripping, and only touching the particular mother's hand, and or the any other the things which are near to the hand. Okay, Then 1 to 4 months of age, 1 to 4 months of age. This stage is an extension of the reflexes exhibited in newborn infants by repeating reflexive behaviors in responses to pleasure experienced by the action. This stage is also characterized by assimilation and accommodation accommodation as a process of adaptation to the local environment. Okay, under the second stage, they under this they're giving the little bit reactions, started to give the little bit reactions, laughing by seeing the mother's face, right? Okay, assimilation involves under this two, again two stages, assimilation and accommodation. Okay, assimilation involves responding to a novel stimulus consistent with the previous reflexive experiences. For example, say a new object introduced to an infant may be reflex reflexively pulled into their mouth, right? If for example we give something, or we give something to baby's hand, means they started to pull that particular object their mouth. That is the assimilation stage. Okay, next, accommodation occurs when the infant is required to modify their response to new object. In the first they just pull their object into the mouth. They don't know whether don't know about anything about whether the object is eatable or not, but just they pull their something into mouth. And under the accommodation, for example, to place a novel object into their mouth, the infant may need to open their mouth wider, right? The if we in the first stage, babies don't know to how to open their mouth, or need to open mouth if something is come near to the mouth, right? But under this stage, the baby started to wider their mouth if something object come to near to the mouth. 5 to 8 month of stage. From the age of 5 to 8 months, infants begin to recreate ple- pleasurable experience and form habits as a result. At this age, multitasking is not yet possible, and infants are easily distracted by other stimuli in environment. Children within this age range enjoys the toys that engage in their initiative nature by reacting to their actions. Jack in the box or toys with the buttons that make sounds in response to pressure, right? Under this stage started to react for the sounds. They react to the different colors, right? They started to play with the toys, or their reaction for the sounds which makes by the toys, etc. 8 to 12 months. At this stage, infant begin to understand object permanence. Okay, which means that the infant comprehends that just because an object is out of sight, it still exists. This is significant because it means that the infant must form a mental image of the object. Infants also begin to differentiate between an object and the activity associated with that objects. Infants also begin to display particular behaviors to elicit a known reactions. Okay, 8 to 12 months, when they started to recognize the objects, they started to recognize a person. They can recognize mother, they can recognize the father. If mother is not no, no, is invisible, means the baby started to cry. Okay, in 8 to 11 months stage, their growth is increased. Okay, 12 to 18 months, infant during the development stage will engage in similar actions with the slight deviations. For example, infant may throw a ball and then throw a spoon, and they throw their food to gauge and consequence of that action, right? In that 12 to 18 months, they can stand, they can walk, and they can throw a ball. Okay, they can catch the ball, or they can try to pull the balls, and they can try to hold the batters. Okay, they can came to know the uses of a particular things. If the glass is there, they try to drink the water from the glass, because they came to know the uses of particular things in a particular stage. 18 to 24 months. Okay, this is the till the last stage under the first stage. Okay, during this final sensoromotor phase, infants begin to pretend during their play and develop symbolic thought. And the imagery begins to develop, and actions are a result of intelligence rather than habit. Okay, their intelligence begins to develop, imagination develops this means they started to speak one or two words. Okay, this means that infants begin to apply the knowledge that they have learned within the first 24 months of life to novel situations. They started to apply their knowledge, and they started to apply their imagination in the reality world. Okay, this is about the first sensory motor phase. Next one is the pre-operational stage. The pre-operational stage ranges from 2 years to approximately 6 or 7 years of age, 2 to 7 years. During this stage, children have not yet developed the ability to acknowledge that others may have different experiences and engage in more complex pretend play. In this stage, they not don't know much about the reality of the world or the difficulties of the parents. They are not in that situation to understand all the things, but they are mainly focused on the playing, the enjoyment. Okay, these things. Next one, concrete operational stage. The concrete operational stage ranges from the age of 6 to 7 years to 12 to 13 years. This stage is characterized by conservation, which involves the ability to discern whether two qualities are equivalent, ability to recognize two equal amounts of water, one in a short glass and one in a tall glass, as seen below. Okay, they can differentiate under this. Okay, they can differentiate because, for example, if you give 2 rupees coin and 1 rupees coin, they can tell 2 rupees is more than the one. In this stage, this stage, they can recognize, differentiate the things. Okay, next one, formal operational period. This stage occurs during adolescence. Adolescence is nothing but what, the stage between the childhood and the adult. Okay, it's the age between the uh, 14 to 18 years, 21 years. Okay, the stage occurs during adolescence is characterized by the applications or logic to abstract thought. The ability to perform abstract thought is also applied to future goals and aspirations. They, in this case, they are dreaming big. Okay, they are thinking about their future goals, and their imagination increased. Okay, such thought processes progress from early operations thought involving uh, fantasies to the late formal operation stage, with transforms fantasies into realistic thoughts and obtainable goals. Okay, this is about the formal operational period. Under this last period, they are children are started to think about their future, in which field they are interested, what is the aim of the life. Okay, these are they are going to, the imagination is increased, and they are thinking about the reality of the world. Okay, they can understand the world, they try to understand the world and the reality of the world. They try to understand the difficulties of the parents or the feelings of the parents under this stage. Okay, this is about the cognitive science. It's just the meaning and the history, and the just the stages, different stages under the how the minds of a particular human being is developed. Okay, thank you. We'll see the some other topic under the first chapter in the next class. Thank you.